Alright fellas, here we are again. Even if you're not a boxing fan, at some stage you've heard of the antics which have been going on with Ryan Garcia. It seems like every time you open Twitter, there he is again. Just once you think he's turned a corner, he's apologised, he's trying to make himself better, there he is again doing or saying something pretty horrendous. It's a puzzling case, yet it seems to have no end and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. I think the question basically since the Haney fight is this all an act or has his ego finally sent him insane? And I think it's closer to a bit of both. So today I want to talk about how we've ended up in this situation, what this means for the boxing world, and why hasn't anyone really done anything about it yet. So let's get right into it. Ryan Garcia was really the first ever example in the boxing world of someone who was originally known more for their social media presence rather than their boxing by the public. His smart marketing of himself and aligning himself with upcoming stars, while also his appealing boxing style and youthful looks, was the key to his success. And it ended up with him being one of the biggest names in boxing before he even fought anyone major or even contested for a world title. He was a social media star with an incredible amateur pedigree. Yet in a sport where discipline is one of the most important factors, having to maintain that social media image being around the party scenes is a combination for disaster. Someone with strong will, focus and a reliable team around them might be able to weather the storm and manage on all fronts. But this is exactly what Ryan didn't have. Apart from a supportive family, his team seemed to switch every few fight camps, and alongside this, his trainers reported on a lack of discipline and focus in his fighting career, more intrigued by social media fame, the bright lights, and especially the partying. For the longest time, this wasn't really a concern and there was no reasons for it to be a concern. Ryan did at the height of his career take a break due to mental health reasons, which was the first signs that he was struggling, yet it all took a turn with the Haney fight. Garcia decided to take the role as the heel. There was a turn in his promotional strategy and he decided to plead that he was basically insane. From saying controversial comments to acting like he lost his mind to even drinking at the weigh-ins, it was successful in its purpose to drum up attention for this fight. There was of course concern from multiple parties directed at Garcia, yet I don't think any of this was genuine concern, as all the parties with genuine concern were on the gravy train. And this theme continues, but I'll get onto that later. Garcia's statement win, now overturned, was kind of the nail in the coffin which people thought it was all an act. Until after the fight, the rhetoric from Garcia didn't stop, yet it only ramped up. Garcia realised quickly to stay relevant, saying whatever will get people's attention, no matter how controversial, is an effective strategy. With no real checks in place, it got pushed to the point of hate speech, yet you would expect Garcia after saying such horrendous things to be blackballed from the industry like any other celebrity. Right? Well, I love good trash talk. It's entertaining in any fight promotion, yet Garcia went to a completely different level. If this was an actor, an NBA player, or anyone else in the spotlight, saying these sort of things, you'd expect them to be blackballed from the industry, no matter how good they are at their respective crafts. But what I find even more fascinating is the true lack of condemnation from any party. This whole time, Garcia says something horrendous, his team or promoter says, "I really hope he gets the help he needs," or "he's going to rehab," and within a couple hours he's back on Twitter peddling the same stuff. Unfortunately, the promoters and people in charge will never truly condemn it. I guarantee you he was apparently expelled from the WBC. When the money comes calling in his next big fight, they will be definitely involved. Boxing is a business not run by what's right, yet what makes the most money. Garcia, once the year ban is done, will be back in a big fight no matter what, just for the fact that the promoters love money over ethics. Do I think Garcia truly means all the things he's saying? I doubt it. And what I think started as a play to hype up the Haney fight, I think he's realised he can really say whatever he wants and it won't overly affect his opportunities. We've even got to the point of hate speech, yet no promoter is willing to talk about not having him fight again because they all love that dollar. For Garcia, he thinks any attention is good attention, and has kept him in our mouths even though he isn't even fighting. His wild life has coincided with the rhetoric he's been pumping out, and he's used it as an excuse to be able to say whatever he wants and then basically cry wolf. Garcia's life seems like incident after incident, yet no one on his team seems to genuinely want to pull him into line. Even though he recently once again said that he's going to seek help, I doubt if this will genuinely be the case. Just go look at his Twitter, it's the same stuff we've been seeing for months with new tweets on loop every couple of hours. And in a sport where most of the big fighters don't talk much, and the ones who do are ridiculed by the public, having a fighter who has statement wins and talks a lot on Twitter is a combination destined for attention. Moving beyond this into the future, I think we have mainly two paths it could go down. It'll either stay at the same level of insanity or it will ramp up even further, in which if it ramps up it will be close to self-destruction from Garcia. He's achieved his goals by talking crazy and getting everyone, including myself, talking. I think though we really do need to separate his talk on Twitter and his actual life into two different categories. Just because you have a crazy life and like a drink isn't an excuse to spew hate speech. He may have mental health issues and I sincerely hope he gets the help he needs, but the bottom line is he knows what he's saying is fundamentally wrong and he's choosing to say it anyway. Moving forwards, it will be interesting to see how his next fight goes, because there will definitely be a next fight. I think Haney's going to wait out for that rematch, and unfortunately because of all the attention, there would be a lot of different opportunities at his feet. And this is what I mean by there's no repercussions for whatever he says. The bloke can pump out hate speech and still be able to headline a major boxing event just because of the sheer money it can generate. And if he wins that next fight, all of those organizations and all of those people who condemned him will be smiling with the dollar signs in their eyes with their arm over him right next to him. Yet now I want to hear your thoughts on the whole situation. We'd love to hear all your points on the Ryan Garcia situation. But just quickly, if you've never heard of me before, my name is Closer and I make boxing content to help keep you informed. If you did enjoy this video, it would be appreciated if you would consider liking or subscribing. Yet, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.